talking about the understanding of the brain has resulted in things like neurotic warfare. I'm not talking about some new hocus-pocus. I'm talking about some knowledge combined by disciplined scientists over 300 years through arduous experiments and skeptic vetting of theories. I'm talking about the insight you gain by actually walking around inside beautiful heads, studying human behavior, and conducting experiments to figure out the truth and separate that from all the bullshit about the brain and consciousness that has no basis in reality whatsoever. You won't ask me what they need him for. The boy just said, Walter. If I should say it out loud, I fear it would sound like madness. How can I explain this? You know how the brain works. Do you have any idea what we know about how the brain causes us human? I suppose you still have a typical 20th century view of the whole thing. The cell is situated in the brain somehow, like a small pilot in a cockpit behind your eyes. You believe that it is a mix of memories and emotion and things like you cry and all that is probably also inside your brain. But it would be strange if that were inside your heart. Because your thought is a muscle. But at the same time, you're having trouble reconciling the fact that all that is you, all the thoughts and experience and knowledge and taste and opinions should exist inside your cranium. So you tend to travel just questions, thinking there's probably more to it, and being satisfied with fuzzy image of a gaseous experience. So they're floating around an unidentified void. Maybe you don't even put it into words. We both know that you're thinking about academical soul. You believe in an invisible recordings are not contained within. I'm talking about the sum of knowledge combined by disciplined scientists over 300 years. So actual experiments and skeptic vetting of theories. I suppose you still have a typical 20th century view of the whole thing, thinking. So you tend not to dwell on such questions, thinking there's probably more to it. Walter, you won't ask me what I need him for. The boy, that is. If I should say it out loud. I fear it would sound like madness. How can I explain this?
Let's go, hop on! I'm right behind you. I'm coming.
Here is Dr. Manhattan, alone on Mars, contemplating humanity with cosmic detachment and tragic clarity. His voice is preserved with vast reflective themes, but transform the language into timeless meaning.
The grid.
I tried to picture clusters of information as they move through the computer. What did they look like? From this distance,
I see that most human suffering, almost all of it, emerges from a single imperceptible emotion: resentment. It is small and visible, and yet it reshapes the mind with quiet precision. It reverses polarity.
Ships, motorcycles.
It's like freeways.
Like a feeling of a world I thought I'd never see.
Turning clarity into doubt, trust into confusion, and love into something unreachable. When resentment takes root, the natural flow of consciousness is severed. What was once aligned with truth becomes distorted, replaced by a self that moves in opposition to its own purpose. Thought turns inward, then backward,